Set, suaranya gede banget. Oh, suaranya gede. Gue kecil dulu.
Paimon coming in! Paimon coming in! Is this level okay?
Oke. Oke, ada event baru nanti. Besok ya? Sekarang? Besok deh. Tanggal 3.
Hey, can you hear Paimon?
Even the wind cannot blow on forever.
Gue merasa FPS-nya dapat drop ya. Gue restart dulu ya. Kok gue merasa sepertinya lebih lemot.
think you can get away?
Behold! Bow your head! Gather!
Everyone hold hands.
Squall and fury!
Let's wait for a little.
Stabilize! The wind rises. Search for it.
Traveler, Paimon. Nahida! Bad news. We just saw the balladeer strolling around. Did he escape or...
Sure.
Hey! What are you doing in the sanctuary of Cern? I know you must have a lot of questions. It was my idea to set the balladeer free. We made a deal, and... A deal?
What did you expect? Why do you think Sumeru would keep me around otherwise? But if that's the case, why haven't you done...
Don't flatter yourself. It was... Nahida...
Ah, so if it were up to you, you'd finish the job? Guess I had you all wrong.
Well, that escalated quickly. Not a good start. But Paimon's worried about you, Nahida. Don't let him...
It's not every day you see people questioning the God of Wisdom's judgment.
Don't you dare try to drag... As long as the terms are reasonable, I don't think there's a problem in making a deal.
Well, I, for one, have no reason to doubt you. Consider...
Yes, one in which I gained valuable information. You'll come to understand more. The balladeer's power was all but completely spent after your battle. He's no longer strong enough to be a strategic threat to us. That puts him in quite a precarious position. Plus, he's a former harbinger with knowledge of many of the Fatui's sensitive secrets. Being stuck here in Sumeru could make him a sitting duck, depending on... Wait a second. Farmer? You mean he's not a harbinger? I take no pleasure in saying this, but it seems as if the doctor had no intention of welcoming...
Sometimes it's you using them, other times it's them using you. Most human relationships are this way. So as long as you have some value to offer, nobody will ever abandon... Well, if the Fatui are gonna...
As we discussed, I don't like causing harm to living beings.
I think these two have made their objection to that idea.
Yeah, obviously! Then let's put that discussion to the side for now. Today can be a trial run. Where we go from here will depend on how...
All right, then I'll do...
Good. Go now, and keep in touch. Nahida, are you... Yes. I have my reasons for this decision. In fact, yes. As I told you once before. Oh, yeah. Actually, that's the whole reason we came to see you today. You may remember it's possible that the Fatui have... He was granted the power to connect with the amount of information in Irminsul, so I asked the balladeer to search in Irminsul for any Exactly! Or what if... I understand. But sometimes, how things will go in the future depend... Our minds have connected several times before. There is a corner of your heart reserved for an intense longing. A feeling as Sumeru's deity. It is my responsibility to be. If this deal with the Balladeer can give you the answers you've been longing to find, it's my pleasure, really.
Paimon's still worried about this.
I was going to contact you about that, but then in fact, I was going to ask, even though he only has a fraction of his full. Of course, I'll be there to help guide you through Irminsul. Great. Prepare yourselves.
Wow, it looks pretty different here compared to last time. The colors are gentler. Guess that must be because Sumeru's at peace now.
Look at that. Hot on my heels. You know, you didn't have to cut your catch-up short just to keep me company. Oh,
Shut your beak, jailbird! No way a prisoner gets to be.
I understand that prisoners have to put up with harassment.
Sounds like a successful run. I need to be quite clear about some. Unlike anywhere else, I know there are many grievances between you, on both sides.
Fine. Let's call it true.
Let's cut each other a little slack. Per my agreement with Lesser Lord Kusanali, I'll be at the front. It's my job to lead the way and get rid of any obstacle.
You sure are confident. Paimon will give you that.
If there are no further objections, I suggest we get. Or did you need some time to mentally prepare yourselves?
Ew! Ugh, the snark on this guy.
We can start now.
Irminsul access granted. Initiating.
Wah anjir,
This is
panik.
small set. Oh, darn it! Come on, let's catch up with him. Wow. Ooh.
Irminsul is closely intertwined with it. Pick your jaws up off the floor.
Why is it that Paimon just wants to do the opposite of every...
Lesser Lord Kusanali, we will...
Can you still sense where the heart of Irminsul is?
Yes. Permission to begin searching for information.
Permission granted.
Let's go. Stay
Hey, so...
I was just imagining the look on your travel. Anything's possible in here.
These sapling things have spread out.
Those are all packets of information from inside Irminsul. Be careful not to touch them.
It looks the same in every direction. No wonder he mentioned about getting lost. Huh. What do you know? He was actually telling the truth. Is he mocking me again? What is it this time?
There's a time and a place to lie, but this definitely isn't it. So why don't you relax your guard a little?
Lihat gue bikin dah.
We're here.
What a huge...
Lesser Lord Kusanali,
Good, you made it.
ready when you are.
Then please begin. Preparing to access cognitive currents. Establishing waypoint.
The Balladeer's actually doing what Nahida tells him. Guess he must want to stay alive.
The rest is up to you. If you discover anything at all, make sure to
Will do.
Enggak, sekarang mesti dinurut sekali ya.
For once, We're the one.
Traveler, Paimon. Would you... Yes, I've also invited Paimon to join.
Huh? What the? We can talk to each other inside our heads?
That's part of it. Plus, we're all friends.
Paimon's never tried this before. This is great! So, Paimon's been wanting to ask you something. Don't you think the Balladier's a bit of a walking contradiction?
As I've told you before, there are still some mysteries for him to resolve. Things that are clear as day to me, but perhaps today will be the day. Well done. Smart and attentive as always. So, you made contact with that part of his mind. Well, it's true.
Huh. Paimon thought nothing could get under that.
Everyone has a history, Paimon. Even if you're a puppet created by the Electro Archon.
Speaking of puppets, we ran into two people at the Academia today talking about an essay. Turns out...
If you mean the mysterious events, the Kabuki...
Really? Because from what they were...
Oh? How interesting.
So the Gase got it
Well, they guessed right about one thing. To talk...
Must be a riveting conversation you three are having. Funny how all the good ones happen. Don't insult me. You're having a private conversation without me. Obviously, I must be the topic of... Of course you do. You can't have your prisoner knowing too much.
So,
Still looking. Don't get your hopes up, though. You and your twin come from outside this world. It wouldn't surprise me if there was nothing on...
wait! How did you know about that?
It's not like we've never met before. And anyway, you're world famous. It'd be more surprising if I didn't. Right now, we have to keep the peace. I'm not interested in creating more misery for myself. Huh?
This light. It looks similar to those...
Anonymous data.
Hey, don't you forget the agreement! You have to share it with...
Shh. Just what?
Mr. Niwa, are you certain this is worth the risk?
There's no one else who can enter the furnace. It has to be me.
Is that so?
It's...
Whoa!
I have been in Tatarasuna for some time now. You have shown me under your leadership. As I understand, the Raiden Shogun has, in recent years, eliminated much of the evil that plagued the forging industry with crystal marrow as a raw material has since flourished. Skills, blood, dreams. Every smith brought into this trade.
Yes, well, were it not for you coming to Inazuma and happening to make Akame's acquaintance, the two of you never would have joined forces. You allowed Akame to take all the credit. Even now, you remain one of Tatarasuna's key consultants.
You flatter me. From the...
So you say, Escher. But is this...
My good
I tried to resist thinking it was all connected. What have we gained from adopting your new technology? And recently, as you well, none of the people who went out to get help, but that doesn't faze you, does it?
I'm just surprised that you finally chose to be so sincere.
Mikoshi Nagamasa may have noticed that there was one common denominator among all these events.
After all, Nagamasa is the adopted son of Mikoshi Tor... Why, Mr. Niwa.
Enough, Escher. I'm here because an evil force is raging inside the furnace. I'm in charge here. And I'm about to...
Judging from the look in your eyes...
Drop the act! We're past that now. Whoever you are, I just want to know what you're still doing here. What's left?
Honestly, I'm just waiting for the right moment. A moment like this, where you finish talking.
You...
You're a little I thought I'd disguised myself exceptionally well. At least for the first few days. It's a long journey from Ina's, and yet, despite all of that, you still fail to realize my true identity.
If you kill me,
Oh, but you're quite wrong. There is one of
whoever you're working for won't get away with it.
It's no trouble at all. If you must know, I'm happy to divulge my
The Fatui?
just to create a minor.
That's it. That's why you...
Look how even the righteous soul is filled. My device functions precisely as you say. It is the only chance you have of preventing a catastrophe and keeping the truth from the outside world. However, it is easier for a person to be possessed by evil spirits when they are filled with hate. Make no mistake, even without you, that pure, innocent puppet would only end up...
If you give him my heart, tell him that both Nagamasa and I see him as one of us. He has nothing to prove to anyone.
What a beautiful way to see the world. Think of me as a monster. I say, Mr. Niwa, let's see what happens. Will you... Mr. Niwa? Jester, I have completed the task you gave me. I'd like to introduce a puppet to you.
Hey, are you...
Dottore? Good.
Was that the doctor? Did he... But why did we see things...
When I touched the doctor to confirm whether he'd eliminated all his segments, I read this memory in his mind. You have to admit,
Maybe so. But it means...
does it? But this memory shows that Niwa didn't betray you. He never meant for you to be the one to take the device into... You know very well what that means.
Let's give him some space. He looks really mad.
We need to give him some time to process his emotions.
I'm still confused about the Tatarasuna incident.
Nobody has ever deceived you like that, Paimon. It's natural that you find it difficult, so now you have the complete picture. Katsuragi took the kabuki mono. It was all a horrific experiment planned by the doctor. Of all the unwitting participants in the doctor's experiment, the balladeer became after the events you just saw in that memory. The doctor put Niwa's heart into the device. The load was far beyond what he expected, but the balladeer survived. The mechanic answered. The mechanic removed the withered heart from the balladeer was stunned that such unthinkable he thought Niwa had completely betrayed.
Holy moly. So the doctor killed an...
Yes. Only if you understand.
Dottore, you brazen-faced... Niwa didn't run from justice. You killed him.
Shall we see how he's doing? Hey, you alright? That's a scary expression.
Are you worried about me? If we didn't have such a history, I'd almost think that qualifies me to be your friend. It won't. I'll keep my end of the deal.
Hey, are you investigating the stuff we want to know about?
That's why we're here. But unfortunately, there's no information about the descendants in
Lanjut,
Irminsul.
lanjut.
Even if you can't find anything, that seems to confirm it. Soul does not keep records on the Descenders. Anyone who comes from beyond...
Oh, does that mean we have to leave empty-handed?
Don't thank me just yet. You look really upset. Well, since
Huh?
the reason why there are records about your sister and Soul, it might have something to do with Conria. Apparently, Conria was her first destination when she arrived in this world. Plus, she only came to this world because the heavens
The heavens.
The Jester told me this himself. You can take his word on this. He was a royal mate. I don't know the detail. Did you get all that?
Yes,
Does this info count toward...
very valuable.
Good. In that case, I'll take some time.
Huh? What if
Lesser Lord Kusanali was right. My power's all but completely spent. Even if I use all of the divine power left in me, I shared a secret with you, and now you owe me. So in return, I'd like you to give me your hand. Can you hear my voice inside? No, I can't do anything like that anymore. At most, all I can do... So tell me, in this world, is it Done.
Huh? What the?
Nothing. I was just thanking him for helping. So long. I suggest you get yourselves out of here.
Where are you going? Hey, wait up! Didn't you say not to go running off?
Fast reaction time. But I don't think we'll be seeing each other again. From this day forth, the names Balladeer, those who died in Tatarasuna because of me, deserve another chance.
Hey, Balladeer!
You know, I never did like insects. Hordes of the puny things swarming together can be a real nuisance. And I enjoy nothing but if a colony of harmless ants isn't.
Balladeer! Balladeer! Uh-oh, he disappeared. Come on, we gotta find him somehow.
Kira, slow banget. Pelap-pelapan aja dah.
Oh no.
Oh,
Nihida!
Traveler, Paimon, Balladeer, what happened?
It was the Balladeer's fault.
I didn't think he'd be capable of something like that with so little power. Did he keep some of his power hidden when he was defeated? Or...
Where the heck did he go?
Don't be. It's not your fault. Please, let me handle this from here. Even though we're running out of time.
We're out! And we're out.
This is an emergency. I'll have to ask you to stay here for now. Everything's alright. I'm sorry, but...
An emergency? How about...
Don't worry. If my assessment is correct, though there may...
Her voice has gone. Paimon can't shake the feeling that something He wants to change the past? But surely that's impossible. Right! You can't just rewrite history. Oh, it's like, imagine Paimon drank all the water in this inn. Even if, so, Paimon's, huh? Ah! Sorry, Paimon accidentally, but erasing yourself from history? It's unthinkable. Uh-oh. Paimon, there's no way he'll actually There's nothing we can do about it at this point. Hey, have you got any ideas on what we... Seems like now there's nothing left for us to do but to go to sleep. But, so, how about... Alright, Paimon will start. And Dragon Chili Chick... Also... Paimon was, talking? Huh? Is that a... What's wrong? Your eyes are like saucers. Was it something Paimon said? So, the bell... Okay, sure. Where are we going? Huh? Fine by Paimon, but is everything okay?
Oke, gue off dulu lah bentar.